So obviously one of the things with technology is that everything moves fast, right? So while the operational challenges and realities keep changing along with, the introduction of new technologies, the system you set up last year might already start falling behind given today's challenges. So how do you keep improving?
Okay, so we do a couple of things. So as part of our platform from day one, we start measuring the user acceptance rates. Whenever at any point where we give recommendations, be it forecast, be it replenishment to stores or procurement into DC or production plans or transportation plans, we track every action they take in the system and measure the level to which system recommendations were accepted as is. We call this user acceptance rate, UAR. So this is the key in keeping an eye on basically the level of automation that they start with and where they might start deviating from other recommendations. Because at the same time where they're inputting their revisions, we ask them the reason codes. Why are you making this recommendation? So this provides a closed loop system. And by monitoring these UARs and the reason codes, the system over time and of course, the organization learns where they need to go next. So beyond that, of course, beyond what was deployed on day one, there might be other needs since the world we operate in is constantly changing and the platform needs to keep up with that. So what they start with in terms of functionality might not be sufficient in a year or two or in a few months, depending on how fast they're changing. And to do that, we have developed a configurable UI and parameter-driven analytical models. The configurable UI enables us to adapt to the realities of the business as their business processes change, such as maybe the number of steps in an approval process, or maybe they start doing new workflows, and maybe they want to expand the use of the system from short-term operational planning to medium-term planning or SNOP, or rough cut capacity planning, or vendor collaboration. We can enable all of those capabilities in our configurable UI and evolve basically over time, making it possible for them to adjust the system to their needs. And similarly, the backend models can evolve as well. Maybe over time, they want to add more demand drivers into their forecasting. That's possible as well. So each customer, has a unique automation journey. And we start out with what we call a minimum viable product, MVP. We deploy that usually within a couple of months, 2 to 3 months, and start making enhancements in an agile manner. So we take their feedback, collectively prioritize next steps, and make the next level of enhancements. And since we're a software as a service company, our engagement with the customer is an ongoing one. We're by their side as they go through, all of their transformation journey. And usually, in a few years, what they deploy might look very different than what they deployed in day one. And we're able to do that using our agile methodology.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there with the customer journey being completely different for every single customer. So I want to thank you for sharing your insights with us today. I really appreciate you joining me.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
All right. My guest today was Asena Denizeri, Vice President of Retail Solutions at Solvoyo. Thank you for watching.